Here we go. Hi there, everyone. It is your girl, Angelina Bundy, the Daniel Bundy Real Estate Group, and we are an EXP platform co-founder based business. And I was under the impression, because I know the infamous and famous Geoffrey Lyles here, I know his ability to address credit issues, and I know him from the Emerald City credit company, and I know what he can do because he's helped me with my personal credit and my husband's credit, and which resulted in the wonderful instance of us being able to buy a home. And so I've thought of him as that guru, and he is that. However, and so I did promise you that I was going to go live this morning around 9 o'clock. This was a last minute thing, but really, I am hoping that you real estate professionals and people that sell cars, people that have insurance, um, responsibilities to serve the public. If you have an insurance company, if you have a real estate license, or you're serving by selling real estate or listing houses, if you sell cars, if you provide credit in any form or fashion, if you are a family member that has loved ones that need help with their credit, or you desire to have a credit-based business, that's your calling. That's what you want to do. I've been there, so I know, I get it. I want you to meet my friend, and I want you to virtually give it up for Geoffrey Lyles. He's going to explain
Thank
credit
you,
today and how you can do this. Go for it, Geoffrey.
yeah, thank you, Angelina. Thank you for having me today. And my goal today is to empower whoever's watching, whether it's real estate brokers, insurance agents, people in the community that want to start a brand new business and have the skill set to, be able to even talk about credit, know how to repair credit, know how to use the software to do that. That's what I'm here for. And again, my name is Geoff Lyles. I got into credit repair about 7 years ago, and it started with me buying a book of some template letters, and I used those letters, and those letters got me results. I would change the name out on those letters, put the accounts on there that were negative. There were 609 letters, and I would end up stuffing all these letters, doing all this work and going to the post office and waiting for the results after 30 days. And I get some good results. But over time, I knew that there had to be some technology that could help us with that process. So um, that's basically what happened. So over time, over the last 7 years, I dived into working with some different teams and introduced Prodigy Surge to the world about 5 years ago, and then introduced Dispute Panda last September 2022 to the world. I partnered up with some team members, and we all came together and we put it out. And so that's what I want to introduce to you guys is Dispute Panda. So can we jump to that screen? So disputepanda.com. So basically, disputepanda.com is the world's most advanced and effective AI-powered credit repair software. So I'm sure you guys heard of Chat GPT. I'm sure you guys heard of artificial intelligence, how it's taken over the world, it's taken over people's jobs. It's revolutionizing the way that people do business now, because um, they got computers that can basically write things up and do work faster than a human can do it. And so that's where this comes into play. And so Dispute Panda is free to use, free to sign up. Everyone can just click here, sign up for free. And once you click sign up for free, you put in your name, last name, email, phone number, company, create your username and password, and that's it. Dispute Panda is pay as you go credit. So basically, you're paying to generate a set of letters, and you're paying for postage. See, with this software, you don't have to print any letters out. You don't have to mail the letters out and go to the post office and get a bunch of stamps. No stuffing envelopes, none of that. Just by the click of the mouse, you can, generate your letters, and the click of a mouse, you can mail them out first class or certified mail. So this
Well,
really
wait a
changes
minute,
the game.
Jeffrey. 1 second here. So you're trying to tell me that all the printing and all the envelope stuffing and all the efforts I've been doing to help my friends, family, clients, neighbors, I don't have to do that anymore? I
No,
can just, I don't even have to have an ink cartridge, it sounds like.
nope, none of that. You don't have to
What?
worry if your printer's jamming, if you can print out 20 pages, and then you got to see how many pages can fit in the envelope, and then you got to see how many stamps to put on that envelope to make sure
That's
that it
right.
doesn't get returned back to the sender.
It
So
happens.
this changes the game right here, and it's free to sign up. Like I said, it's pay as you go. And the greatest thing about Dispute Panda is it never generates the same letter twice. And this is where AI comes into play, right? So it's AI powered. So we use the power of machine learning and artificial intelligence to provide the most effective dispute platform in the market. So with the AI, it generates Metro 2 letters. I'm not sure if you guys know what Metro 2 compliance
Very important.
letters are, but basically to explain what that is pretty much when you send letters to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, it's not an actual person that reads the letters. It's a machine called the eOscar machine. And that machine sees the letters after it's scanned through and it determines whether to remove something, whether to have it come back verified. Um, and so, with the Metro 2 coding on the letters, and being that the letters never say the same thing twice, the eOscar machine's never seen these letters before every time it receives a letter from Dispute Panda. So this changes the game. So there's no templates, there's none of that. It's always a different letter every single time, worded differently, and that's where the AI comes into play. So it's 70% faster in just a matter of clicks. And like I said, unique letters. So it generates unique letters every single time for every one of your clients, no template letters. That means better results. A lot of people know um, they just know that if you send that same letter from every single person, it starts to get stalled out. That machine has seen that letter, and the
That's
EI
right.
starts to verify it.
Absolutely. And it's a problem. So now eOscar is the credit bureau's scanning device. Is
Yes,
that actually going to stop the rhetoric with the third or the secondary sources like LexisNexis? Do
we're
they
gonna get
use?
to that. We're gonna get
Okay.
to it because that's actually in the software. The secondary data furnishers, LexisNexis,
Wow.
Innovis, uh, Micro Trust, Factor Built, um, Innovis, Credit Code, Core Logic. There's tons of them. Like you said, those secondary data
Yeah.
furnishers collect your information and they send them to the big three, which is Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So Dispute Panda actually tackles those too. Because, say for example, I had a client. Um, he he failed to pay his rent, so his apartment charged off, and now he goes into the back system of Core Logic. So anytime he applies for an apartment, um, the
It
apartment
stops.
can see, yeah, the apartment can see it. Even though it's cleared on his Equifax, Sprint, and TransUnion, the apartment is still on his Core Logic and his LexisNexis. So
Right.
with the Speed Panda, we can actually um, send letters to the secondary data furnishers and get that cleaned up too.
Wow. This is big time. This is
Yes, it is.
enormous.
Yeah. So let's actually log in so we can let everybody see what it looks
Do it.
like.
Let's see.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Everybody, I'm seeing this for my very first time. I was offered the opportunity to have a conversation with Joffrey today, and I said, let's do it because I know how fabulous you are, Geoff. But other people
Yeah.
are just now seeing it while I'm seeing it. It's like unwrapping an early Christmas present. Let's
Yeah,
go.
this is for the community because, like I said, once you're using this software and you know how to use it, people in your circle, you can take care of all of them. No one should have bad credit around you when you know how to work this software. And
Which, of course,
everything.
let me just say this: bad credit, you're going to pay higher car insurance. You're going to
Mhm,
pay more for a deposit for housing. This is really going to change the game in a very positive way because I deal with people every day that might not be quite ready to buy a house, but they
mhm.
also can't find any housing. They can't even get an apartment. I just posted something about a Section 8 because like I know that there's a lot of people out there that are deficient and insecure with housing. We have babies that are riding the bus all night with their parents if they can afford that. So with that being said, this is going to empower each and every one of us to have less issues for someone's wrong reporting, or maybe it's a correct reporting, but it was just a time in our lives because we're all just a day away from trouble.
Yeah.
So let's go there.
It could
Take
be
us.
wrong. It could be you accidentally, or not accidentally, but you had to, charge your credit card up and it went into collections and it was charged off. And so now you want to dispute it. It doesn't matter what it is. You should at least try to dispute it. I know a lot of people have a lot of credit card debt right now, being that the economy is in a recession that they haven't really announced to the world. But there's you still have to try to clean your report up to the best of your ability.
That's right.
Now, now before I get into this, I want to let everyone know that um, let's get back to the main page. You can click on training here and get a recap of everything that I'm talking about. So you can, how to get access to Dispute Panda, how to add clients, how to buy credits, understand the profile, documents tab, disputing tab, how
Training,
to,
a whole
yeah,
education facility. If you
yeah,
don't walk away from this with knowing anything else, walk away knowing
yeah,
the how to get to disputepanda.com and then go
yep,
and click on training.
yep. Click on training, and that's all you need to know because this will show you how to import the credit reports, whether you're using Credit Dino or whether you're using Identity IQ or My Score IQ. Those are the two other um, credit monitoring sites that you can use. So let's get into it.
Let's go.
So here we go. So the first thing that we have to do before we dispute any person's credit profile is we need a credit report from them. So I would advise everyone to become an affiliate with Credit Dino. And to the right here, you can become an affiliate just by clicking this and you can sign up here. It's free to sign up. And what this is it allows you to earn commissions because anytime you send your Credit Dino affiliate link to someone, they get a free trial for 7 days, depending if that's what you choose. And you get that credit report, and that credit report from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion will be used in the software. So without a credit report from your client or from whoever you want to,
Or yourself.
yeah, or for yourself, you're not going to be able to dispute. But there's other options. There's Identity IQ. So identityiq.com. You can get a membership here. Now it's $30 a month, but a lot of the times you can Google it and you can find a dollar trial for 7 days. And once you download that report, then you can put it in Dispute Panda. There's also smartcredit.com. And this also works with Dispute Panda. So there's options to get your credit report. We have Identity IQ, smartcredit.com, or Credit Dino. The reason why we use Credit Dino is because it's affiliated with Dispute Panda and it gives you 7 years of history opposed to the 2 years you get from uh, from Identity IQ and Smart Credit. And also, too, you get a free round every time you use a Credit Dino credit report. So
Which is
let's go.
very important, people.
Yeah,
That is also big because if you have credit problems, 9 times out of 10, you probably cannot just afford to keep buying a credit report.
yeah,
And you're not doing this for just to see your credit report. You're
yeah,
doing this to help yourself. So Credit Dino is right there. It's already an affiliate
yep,
link. You're
yep.
you're doing this. I hope everyone does this for
Yeah,
themselves.
you can cancel it. You can use one report and keep disputing. We know it's hard times for people. You can get your report, download it, and cancel it. So some people do that. Some people keep it monthly so they can see the updates and see the changes. So once we're in here, we're going to click on clients. Now I'm going to click on sample client, And this is what a profile will look like. This profile is fake. This is not real. When you click on documents, the way that we're going to start inputting a client into the system, we're going to click on these red dots, edit client. We're going to put their name, information, last four of their social, street address, city, state, put all that in there. We're
Now,
going to,
wait, Joffrey, when you get to this screen, there's some place that you can upload or scan in your
yeah,
driver's license or your state ID and your
yeah.
social security. Do you need a third party? Like I know old school, I'm coming from an old school
Mm-hmm,
perspective.
mm-hmm.
I used to have to put in my first page of my bank statement or something like a utility bill, like a water bill. Do you have a third party source here or is it just these two?
So you need two pieces of identification for
Mhm.
Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So you can use an ID, and you can also use a social security card and a copy of a utility bill, whether that be cable, phone, uh, power bill. So PG
Okay.
Sound Energy Works.
A
And
lease,
you
first
want to
page
have,
of your lease, if you have that.
yeah,
Mhm.
first page of the lease, bank statement, like you said. And here you can drag and drop.
Okay.
So you just drag it in here, and then it
Mhm.
will resize it for you. So this is a fake ID I put in here.
Yeah, just so you guys know, you scammers, get on
Yeah,
somewhere. It's not gonna be important today. These aren't real credentials. Don't
yeah,
waste your time.
yep. So fake ID, fake social security card. It blurs it out. So it'll look like this. It'll be blurred out once it's in. But you can't move on to the disputing section until you have these actually in here. So like I
Awesome.
said, two pieces of ID, and you're putting them in here because they're going to be on the bottom of your letters. So
Nice.
without these two pieces of identification on the bottom of your letters, the letters will not scan through the system and be valid. You're going to get a response back from the eOscar system if you don't have these on there that you need to provide them. So now you're just going to be, jumping through hoops. Now, when it comes to the credit report, you're going to pick what you're using. So whether it's Credit Dyno, Identity IQ, MyScore IQ, or Smart Credit, let's say you go the Credit Dyno route, you just put in your username, password, and then you're going to click Credit Dyno one-click import, and it's going to upload the credit report here. If you're using Smart Credit or Identity IQ, you're going to get the code for that, and then you're going to upload the code into the system. Now, I'm not going to show you all that because that, you know, we can go into detail on that, or we could, watch a quick video. The video shows you.
No, no
Um,
need.
To
I
yeah,
think
download.
that they have this information, and I think that you've shown this in
yep.
examples.
I just want to show you guys when you paste it, it will look like this. You would paste the code in the report, and once you post it in the report, it will appear the date of the credit report. So that works like that. Um, Once it's in the system, you'll be able to move on to disputing. So when you're here disputing, um, the first thing you're going to see is all your inquiries. You can select all if you want to dispute them all, which is going to create more pages to mail out. So I wouldn't do that. And some of these inquiries could be valid. So you just check the ones you want to dispute like that. Down here, you'll see your accounts. They're automatically selected for those that are negative. So if you have, say, for example, this flagship credit, it's 90 days late. The system knows it. It knows everything that you owe, all the information. You don't have to touch anything. When it's highlighted in red, that means that it's negative and it's automatically selected. Now, the letters that generate from this will be Metro 2 compliance challenges. So they're going to have the Metro 2 codes on there. But if you wanted to factual dispute and put laws in, you can actually click
Wow.
add custom message. You can type in according to
Fair Credit Reporting Act.
yep, FCRA
Mhm.
law, blah, blah, blah. You know, you can put that in there and it will also show up on the letter. And I actually have all the laws that you can use in my Facebook group, which I'll give you guys access to. But as you go through these, you'll see all the different negative accounts. So this is AT&T, um, Community Capital Bank, Synchrony Bank, and the system knows it's negative. So you can let it go. You already selected your increase. This is already selected. You don't have to touch anything. It's automatically knows what to do. Now you can deselect it and do it yourself, or you can just let it go. And like I said, with Credit Dino, your report has 7 years of history, direct credit or disputing advanced reports. We click Save Filter, and now we go into attack mode. So in this attack mode, you would click Start Round, and you would choose the round that you want to, the way that you want to attack. The nerve attack attacks all items on the credit report, and as you get down to the paralyzing touch point, it puts each negative account on its own separate letter. So that's how you become more effective and more efficient. You're putting less negative accounts on its own letter opposed to putting all the negatives on the first letter, if that makes sense. So
Yeah,
credit
it
report.
does. So wait a second, Jeffrey. I just want to make sure that everyone else understands, because I mean, the thing is you're attacking this, and you might have a list of 10 items that you're talking to the three big credit bureaus about. But if you're attacking a specific thing that maybe because you're in Credit Dino, you're afforded that opportunity. Now you have something that's 4 years ago that may not be showing on the credit because it's erroneous anyway. So
Yep.
now you get this history that's longer than the 2 years, which most of us are just going to think 2 years is all I need because that's what the apartment complex needs or the car dealership needs. But the truth be told, you want to have it for everything on your credit that's erroneous or that was taken care of, but they didn't move it off. I'm working with someone right now who has surprisingly really good credit, but they're showing a car from 7 years ago, six years ago to be exact, and it's destroying their debt to income ratio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, this is just the attack sequence. To get more in depth on it, we're going to go to the training. We're going to
Absolutely.
we're going to download the free attack guide. In this attack guide, it's going to show you the workflow, right? So it's going to say attack 1. This is your first round. Use Punch of Fury Supreme Boosted. We go oops. You can't. So you guys can see this now, right?
Yes.
So here's the Dispute Panda attack guide. You can find this in the training, but it shows you a series of attacks in each round, right? So credit repair, people say, well, is it going to happen in 30 days? Well, we let people know that every 30 days you'll have results. So you might see 1 or 2 negatives removed, right? But I would work on a report normally for 6 to 9 months, 9 to 12 months, depending on what's on there. Some people get repossessions, you know, last month, and they come to me and say, "Can you get this wiped?" Well, it's going to take some time, especially if the account's not charged off, it's not in collections. So this right here shows you the series of attacks and what you would do. So attack 1, Punch of Fury. So what you're going to do here, I'm going to go back to Dispute Panda, and I'm going to click Punch of Fury. And the dispute attack guide shows you exactly what to do. So it says it creates a letter for each type, personal info inquiries, similar to Punch of Fury, blah, blah, blah. All you have to do is follow the guide. You'll follow this guide here, and it tells you what to do. You can choose to have letters handwritten, font visual guide, so you can change it up.
Nice.
And let's zoom in real fast on this. This will tell you send a static letter to LexisNexis, Innovis, LCI, ARS.
Oh, wow.
So when you're in
That's
here,
great.
you can see under static letters, we can do a cease and desist, refusal to pay, debt validation, secondary data furnishers, LexisNexis. Use this letter to challenge accounts associated with the secondary credit bureau. So you can choose all these, and it will send a letter to all them. Now, if you're confused about all this, all you have to do is follow this guide. This guide right here is going to tell you what to do for your first round to send it out first class, uh, color for the letters, no, letter sides, uh, single sided. You're gonna you're gonna want to send it according to the guide, because when you click mail out after it generates the letters, you can choose first class, certified, double sided, or single, color or non color. And as you can see, it changes the price if you do color. Certified mail is going to cost more. It's going to TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. Click pay and mail. That's simple. It's done.
And it mails it for you. And you're able to see that this was all taken care of. Now, I just want to caution
Did you
people.
guys see it? Because I was looking
I
at
can see it.
oh, you can see it now. So you see, I could choose the secondary data furnishers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can choose if I want to go there, and then when it's time to mail something out, what I didn't realize you guys weren't seeing my screen, but you can choose single sided, double sided, color, non color. It changes the price, first class, certified, and you would do this according to what this attack guide is saying right here. And you would mail out your first one. You'd wait 35 days before you mail out your second one. And this tells you the frequency on how long to wait. So you're basically waiting 35 days every round. And this shows you to go a full 12 months. The reason why you want to go full 12 months, because sometimes you might wipe Experian and Equifax, but TransUnion still holds the negative stuff. So you,
Which is not legal. It's not fair credit reporting. It doesn't follow those guidelines. And so the reason you want to take your time and do it, because you want to give the reporting sources every opportunity to do the right thing. But we know that that doesn't always happen. And we want to make sure that we are giving people, lending them the opportunity to, because we're sure that they reported it erroneously. But
yep.
just in case, we want to give them the benefit of the doubt. We don't have a problem with them, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't have a problem having a problem with them. That's what I always say.
Yep.
So we just want to make sure everyone's doing their job, because
So,
the software is sensitive enough and it's guided enough, and the guides have walked us through it. There's
yep.
no reason that you shouldn't be able to clear your credit.
Yep. So, few things. So when you mail out, you see it costs $4.63. You can actually add money to your balance here. So you can purchase credits, it's $17 per a set around, and the static letters are free. But if you use Credit Dino, then you don't pay the $17 for the disputing. You only pay for the postage.
Which which the postage, that's like the $4 that you
Yep.
mentioned.
Yep, that's it. And it
Mhm.
sends out and mails out. You don't have to print out anything. If you want to see where the letters are, you can actually click the letters and you can see the status of where they are. It will tell you when they're delivered. Um, it give you all that information, so you know exactly what's going on.
Tracks everything for you.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
So,
Jeffrey, you know what that means? That means all of y'all that say you can't work for whatever reason, okay, you can work. Like, you could build a whole credit repair business on this through the training. If you are not being trained through these measures right now, I don't know what to say about it. You know, you'd have to go through the training though to know. This
yeah,
is this is just another stream of revenue that y'all can attack. You people that make affiliate marketing your business. This
mhm,
is very similar to that type of opportunity. So it's endless. The opportunities are endless. But what if you're just like me, your girl Angelina? If you're just like me, then you know what you want to do? You want to start with your inner circle, yourself. Get your star player in order. Let me get my credit straight. Work on Dan Bundy's credit. Then I can work on our tribe of children. Then I can work on the cousins and the neighbors. And pretty soon, guess what? Everyone has good credit. We're paying what is a reasonable amount of money out for the assets that we protect, insurance, because insurance is a big one, guys. You could have bad credit and be paying top dollar for insurance and or a car insurance or in car interest rates. Or my hope is that you'd all have houses, and you're going to have a better interest rate if you have good credit. All right. And good credit is not the low 600s. It's just it's just fair to poor credit. And I've been there. And so I'm being transparent with you and authentic with you. I truly want this for everyone. And I just can't take on one more thing on my plate. Even if you paid me to do your credit repair, I'd have to have it removed in order to receive income. No one has time for all that, but you do have time for you. Joffrey, how to get these people to the site? Just
Yeah.
read the site address. Everyone should be doing this today. I get inboxes from tons of people saying, Angelina, will you help me with my credit? Angelina, will you teach a class? Angelina, will you help me? Help yourself. Man has come to you today to show you how bypass everybody. DIY.
Yep. Do it yourself. DisputePanda.com to sign up, and then DisputePanda.com/training, or you can just click the training button there and you can get trained, and that's it. You don't even have to call anybody. You don't have to call me, call Angelina. You can watch the videos and figure it out. Now, this is similar to TurboTax. You want to do your
Right.
own tax? You learn the software and you use TurboTax. You want to understand credit repair? Well, you can't call nobody with TurboTax. Now you can. We have support at DisputePanda.com, but most of the people that use our softwares can watch the videos and answer their questions through watching the videos. Everything is there.
That's how I learned. I just had a desire to get everyone around me with good credit. I have my own gripes about that, but I just wanted to know, not for anyone else, but for myself. And this was in the day, people. Those of you who really know me know when I lived in a very treacherous housing situation and I had to write these by hand. It would take me hours to write them by hand in blue ink. And then I would go as far as to copy in color my driver's license on the front and the back. I've repaired on many a credit, Jeffrey,
I
front and
believe.
back, and then social security cards, front and back. I have debated this with you. Like, how do you do that? No, this is good. We can do this. Now, people, this is made simple. This is a game changer. Get your credit changed. Don't play top dollar for insurance or things that you have to, because it's a privilege to drive in the state of Washington, folks. Okay, that's law. Everyone thinks, oh no, I'm entitled to. You are not entitled to. It is a privilege to have a driver's license in the state of Washington. All right. You have to copy it, color front and back. Now that's old school. That's no more. That's like cooking on the stove. It's worse because it doesn't even taste better. It's microwave to do it this way. Get with the credit dyno. I'm not saying for sure. I don't want a whole bunch of hate mail from Identity IQ. I've been using Identity IQ for other people for years. All right. But use what's here. It's already on your plate. Eat. Take the plate, eat the information, and clean your credit up. Joffrey, it doesn't get any
And you know what? Start a business.
Start a business.
Learn about artificial intelligence, AI. Use ChatGPT. That's what makes these letters. Artificial intelligence. If you guys knew that in the next 5 years it's going to take all your jobs, you would learn how to use it.
Now, I just want you guys to know, I don't believe it's going to take your jobs. But it's going to take you that have bad jobs, it's going to take your jobs.
Well, if you're doing construction, if you're doing something but anything like writing letters or typing or
stuff that you can do yourself, right?
Yeah. Yep. It will take that place. But somebody has to run it though. Someone actually has to be behind behind the AI. But that's what we're trying to take you guys. That's what we want to do with you guys. We want to basically advance you in society by helping you understand how to use softwares and technologies to your advantage, which puts you ahead. Do you know ChatGPT came out in November 2022? It's only a year and a month old, but look what it's done
Wow.
in a year. And then when it
Wow.
came out, we didn't know what it was, but you had to learn it. You have to learn it. I'm telling you. It writes your
Well,
emails, it writes your letters, it does a
that's
lot
right.
of stuff. And if you're in school, it can help you. I mean, it
We're
can,
not gonna go there. We're
yeah.
not gonna go there.
Okay.
I don't want folks getting kicked out of college because you plagiarized.
Yeah.
But it's debatable. I don't want to have that. Don't call me for that. But what I do want to say is I get compliments pretty regularly from people saying when I send an offer in, oh, your letter, your email was written so well. I just say thank you and keep it moving. Chad
Yeah.
GPT wrote those letters in seconds. I
Yeah.
can't even think of them enough. I just say, chat, tell me what to
Hmm.
say in 50 words or less, because I
Yep.
try to keep it point blank. In 50 words or less, tell me what to say on the offer for this address. Cut and paste it, and I put it where it has to go. And now I've gotten so clever with my
Yeah.
chat GPT that I
Yeah.
actually have a site that I use. I want to share that. Let me tell you, because I don't even have it to memory. I think I use let me see if I can find it. I use CapCut, CapCut, CUT, and it makes it look like it's not Chat GPT 4. Okay, so it just gives some human um, feeling to it. Although I'm going to tell you, I've been using Chat GPT for 9 months or so. Our coaches at the co-founders network, they've had us hip to Chat GPT for a long time. AI is definitely not my
When you
enemy.
say a long time, it's only been here for a year. So what's a long
Well,
time
I'll
to you?
say 9 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
You know,
But that's a
uh,
long time.
that is eons, because it
Yeah.
really matters when I see letters with
Yeah.
poor grammar, poor spelling, they have the
Mhm.
address wrong. It's clear to me that I just got a letter from an outside, not one of my regular lenders, of course, but an outside lender who sent the approval letter with the name and the information at top, but then at the bottom it had someone else's name. I didn't send that out. And what they did was they lost time. The offer was accepted with someone else. So I'm just going to say, people embrace the technology, and even if you don't want to embrace it, guess what? Embrace your credit. How about that? Embrace getting some credit. One more time, we have Dino and we are ready to go. We have,
Credit.
what is it?
Dispute
Credit
Panda.
Dispute Panda,
Yeah.
Credit Dino, training,
Yep.
and learning
DisputePanda.com to sign up for free. And
for
it's pay as you go. And you
for
can pay for your postage in one click. You can have it mailed out. No envelope stuffing, no printing, no stamps, none of that. No
ancient.
writing the letter yourself, not figuring out what's negative on there. The system does it all. All you do is just click the mouse and it moves forward through the prompts. You follow the guide to know which one to do next, and that's it.
And
That's
you're
right.
ready to go. Okay, people, that's what I have for you. I shared it with you. You all asked me, Angelina, will you help me? Your girl helped you. Let's
Okay.
go. Joffrey, I'm going to ring you up later because I want to know how I can maybe make never mind. I'm going to ask Chat GPT, how can what are my 5 steps to getting started outside of this? I just want to know how to market now because I'm on it.
Yep. There you go. Well, thank
Thank
you,
you,
Angelina,
love.
for having
I
me.
appreciate you. All right, guys. Bye.
Talk to you soon.